Hello guys, so welcome to Mastering Version Control with Git and GitHub session. So by the way, I am Udith Sandaruwan from Sri Lanka and I am currently undergraduate student at Coventry University. So let's dive into our lesson. So first let's see what's GitHub. So introduction to Git and GitHub. So let's just dive into the Git. So definition of Git. So you can master this. So step by step, you can see like points 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So first, let's dive into the first point. Definition of Git. So what's Git? Git is a distributed version control system that allows multiple developers to work on a single project. So what's that mean? So we can assume that as an example. So you and your friend want to develop a system that like see a post system or a ticketing system or whatever. So if you use a copy that without Git, so assume that you are using the project to create without using Git. So you can think that whatever tech stack you use, so it doesn't matter. So you did some changes, so then after sometimes your friend want to update the system, so you have to. So if we didn't use Git, so you have to copy it to the pen drive, or you have to upload it to a Google Drive or something. So and your friend have to download it and again set up the project and uh, do the changes and upload it back, and you have to again download that copy and again reset up it and likewise. So the purpose of we are using Git is to mainly track down our changes. So if we do not use Git, we don't have any track that we change that and we change like that. So if we use Git, so we have a history that what are the changes that we did, and also it allows collaboration. So version, when we are talking about version tracking, so it allows users to track the changes, and it allows to users to, if something goes wrong, so then they can traverse back to that point. So we don't have any issue that we don't have to remove that code by manually. So and the fourth point, so the collaboration. And so, as I previously said, so it allows collaboration to users to do the to work on a single project with different location, whatever you are in. So you can do the changes from anywhere in the world and upload it back to the Git, and then another developer, so another friend of yours can download it and work on that. So and fifth one, it's a branching and merging, so it's a advanced concept. So I will take the example. So okay, let's get the previous example. So assume that you are working on project. So your project is on Git, so or GitHub. So don't confuse, I will talk about the GitHub. So assume that your project is on GitHub. So it's a actually a hosting platform that host that can host your code base. So assume that you have to develop a new feature. So it's a experimental one. So this is an, so you have to develop a experimental feature that's not ready use feature. So we can use branching and merging. So we can actually use branching. So we can create a new branch on our main code repo. So we can clone the original code base, and we can develop a new feature that is a experimental one, and so we can use that in a research and development part. So we can actually do that and push back to a Git. So this is the branching part. So it doesn't affect the main code, not at all actually. So then we can create a branch. So it's actually separated. So the changes that we are made is only at that branch, at that specific part. Actually, like if you think like a branch is a uh, collection of files, like it's actually one collection of file that have the original code base and the code base that you change. So if that experiment feature is work so fine, so then we can merge it with the original code base. So then we can release it. So if that branch if that branch doesn't work at all and it's a failed product, then we can delete it. So it's like that, so don't confuse, it's a simple concept. So let's go forward. So why we use Git? As I previously said, so we can keep history of changes, so we can track the changes what we are made and what our team were made. So we can track the history and what are the mistakes, and so it enables teamwork without conflict. So there is no any conflict when we are using it. So there is a type of conflict. So it's the conflict that makes code base, not the teammates. Okay. So any team, so if we have a team, so we can work in a different location, so on different features without any team conflict. So there is a conflict that have in code base, because think that I am working on a feature one. So as example, so I am working on a feature called XYZ, but the same uh, feature also developed by another friend of yours or another teammate. So then we both work on a same feature called XYZ, and then we merged in. So it's called actually pull request. So then we create a pull request and push to the original code repo. And when we are merging it, so it makes a conflict because we work on a same uh, so-called project, and so we have different code bases, so we have to combine it. So when we are combining it, there is a conflict. So we will talk about it later. So and it easy to bug tracking and fixing the project. So let's move on to further. So definition. So what is GitHub actually? So GitHub is a cloud-based platform, so designed for hosting Git repositories. So previously we talk about the Git, what can Git do and why we use Git. So based on Git, there is a platform called GitHub that our code bases can host in a cloud-based system, and we can track that those in a cloud-based system in anywhere in the world. It's a example. So there is another alternatives like GitLab and etc. Okay, the purpose. So as I previously mentioned, the purpose of the GitHub is also uh, to facilitate the collaboration of on coding projects and track the project history. So what we are making changes. Okay, key feature. So repository hosting. So uh, assume that you have a team. So this so we have won this when we are working with different locations. So think that in the COVID situation, we all are or all were in our houses. So when we like that, in like that situation, so we have to work with different team members in different locations. So we can host our code base so anyone can access it through the internet and make the changes and push it back to the code base. Then any team leader or anyone who handles the repo can merge it and publish it. So is the key feature. So key feature of pull request. So pull request mean you can download the code repo. So and you can set up it on your local. And the key feature issue tracking. So here we can track our issues like think that you are working on a feature called as a physical we got, so we can continue that. So we worked on a we are working on a feature called XYZ. So here's the thing that we are when we are working with that XYZ, we made a simple mistake. So that's we forgot to think that uh, we are writing a Java project. So we forgot to add the semicolon at the end of the line. So we we didn't check it. So but think that we are checked, but it's not trackable like that. So it's actually trackable. So but assume that okay. So after we push to the Git, Git or GitHub, so there is a issue tracking system that can track the issue when running a project like writing test cases. So then we can get the here so where the issue is, and then we can revert it back to the original form. So there is a key feature in project management. So it's not that important. So actually we can manage a project uh, very efficient. So Git versus GitHub. So as we previously talked about, Git is a local version control system. So that actually we can perform the version control on locally. So GitHub is the Git based online cloud collaboration platform. And the summary, so distinction between tools and platforms. So so this is the Git is a actually a tool. So GitHub is a platform. So let's talk about the GitHub basic workflow. So what? So how our system? So how our project integrate with the Git or GitHub workflow? So we have to first we have to create a project and initialize the repository. And uh, initialize means we have to config the project that to allow to work with the Git. So and after that we have to add our project files to initialize repository, because then only we can track the changes as second point. So third point, so we have to commit the changes. There is a concept called staging. So when you stage some changes, so this is it's like a collection. So it's like stages. So in each stage have the specific changes that we have made on that time. So we will talk about it later also. And finally, after committing, so we have to push to the GitHub. It means our local changes we have to push to the it means upload to the online system, online platform called GitHub. So that's a basic workflow. And why should you learn Git and GitHub? So first of all, it's a industry standard. So all the companies like 99.9% companies use this method to collaborate with their teams and upload the code base securely. So, and the collaboration as I previously said, and portfolio building. So we can use GitHub as our portfolio. Then we can host our projects and show when we have an interview. So these are our projects. These are my projects, and like that. Okay, so get started today. So you can refer the official Git documentation, GitHub guides, and YouTube tutorials like this, and call to action. So you can uh, refer the documentations and do the uh, practical assessment. So then you can learn it. So this is the end of our session. So how you guys think about that? So tell me and comment down below. So if you have any doubts, so you can contact me uh, in any social media. I give you my social media links in the description, and also my channel bio. Also there is a section called links. And thank you so much. So support me. I will give you free software engineering or development guide throughout this channel for a long time. So thank you so much again, and see you in the next video.